Join me as I take on the challenge of cutting off my own support system for a week to see how it impacts my life and control. Cutting off someone's support system is a tactic used by manipulators to exert control over their victims. This technique is used in various relationships, including romantic partnerships, friendships, and even in cults. The idea is to isolate the individual from their loved ones, friends, and community, making them entirely dependent on the manipulator for emotional support and validation. When someone is isolated from their support network, the psychological and emotional impact can be devastating. They may start to feel anxious, depressed, and uncertain about their own judgment. Without a support system, they may struggle to make decisions, and their self-esteem can plummet. The sense of loneliness can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of desperation and hopelessness. As a result, the individual becomes more susceptible to the manipulator's influence, and their grip on reality can begin to slip. Furthermore, isolation can also lead to a loss of identity, as the individual's sense of self becomes deeply entwined with the manipulator's expectations. They may start to question their own values, beliefs, and opinions, and their ability to think critically can be severely impaired. In extreme cases, the individual may even become dissociated from their emotions, leading to a numbness and disconnection from their own feelings. In addition, the lack of social interaction and human connection can affect the individual's physical health, leading to issues such as sleep disturbances, appetite changes, and a compromised immune system. The emotional toll can be equally severe, with feelings of guilt, shame, and anxiety becoming a constant companion. Manipulators often use tactics such as gaslighting, emotional blackmail, and guilt tripping to keep their victims isolated and dependent. They may create a sense of obligation, making the individual feel responsible for the manipulator's emotional well-being. They may also use tactics such as love bombing, where they shower the individual with excessive attention and affection in the early stages of the relationship, only to withdraw it later, leaving the individual feeling confused and trapped. This behavior is often seen in abusive relationships, where the partner controls the victim's movements, friendships, and even their access to resources such as money and transportation. It's also common in cults, where the leader or guru uses isolation to break down the member's sense of self and independence. Even in toxic friendships, this behavior can manifest, where one friend becomes overly dependent on the other, leading to an unhealthy dynamic. I've spoken to many people who have been victims of emotional manipulation, and their stories are heartbreaking. There was Sarah, who was isolated from her family and friends by her abusive partner, and was forced to rely on him for everything. There was John, who was recruited into a cult that discouraged any outside contact, and was forced to abandon his career and relationships. There was also Emily, who was in a toxic friendship where her friend would constantly criticize and belittle her, making her feel worthless and alone. These stories are a testament to the severity and consequences of cutting off someone's support system. It's a tactic that can have long-lasting and devastating effects on a person's mental and emotional well-being. That's why it's essential to recognize the signs of emotional manipulation and take steps to maintain healthy relationships and connections. In conclusion, cutting off someone's support system is a dangerous game that can have severe consequences. It's crucial to be aware of the tactics used by manipulators and to prioritize building and maintaining healthy relationships and connections. Remember, having a strong support system is essential for our emotional and mental well-being. Thanks for watching. And if you've experienced any form of emotional manipulation or control, please share your story in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my other videos on healthy relationships and toxic behaviors.